Hi everyone, I'd like to present our topic research, which is factors influence individuals' willingness to use solar energy, environmental awareness, climate change knowledge, and cost considerations. First, let's talk about the background of the study. The first is about energy crisis and fossil fuel problems. Rapid growth of global energy consumption. Fossil fuels are eventually run out in the future. The imbalance between energy supply and demand has become a major global challenge. The next one is environmental climate change problems. Traditional energy resources produce large amounts of toxic gases, and extreme weather events have become increasingly frequent. Carbon pollution caused by energy-intensive products has become an important global issue. The third one is economic pressure and solar energy development. Instability in the international landscape has caused rising energy costs. Many countries are promoting the vigorous development of new energy. Householders and industrial manufacturers are facing economic pressure. So the problem statement is we notice that most existing studies mainly focus on industrial development, government policies, and international trade environmental. However, fewer studies focus on individuals' attitudes and awareness. Therefore, if we only analyze solar energy development from industrial perspective, it's difficult to fully explain individuals' actual decisions. Because of this research gap, our study focused on three personal levels, which are environmental awareness, climate change knowledge, and cost consideration. We believe that combining three factors can better explain individuals' decision-making process towards solar energy adoption. Now the next step is about research questions and objectives, which can help us understand the factors that influence individuals' willingness to adapt to solar energy. The research questions: one is, does environmental awareness significantly affect the individual's willingness to use solar energy? The second question is, does the knowledge of climate change affect the individual's tendency to adapt solar energy? The third question is, does installation cost solar energy affect individuals' willingness to use solar energy? The research objectives is to analyze whether environmental awareness has a positive and large impact on individuals' choices to use solar energy, to analyze how individuals' different degrees of understanding climate change affect their tendency to choose solar energy, to verify whether installation cost plays a limiting role in individuals' choice to use solar energy, to compare which of the three factors has the greatest impact on individuals' willingness to use solar energy. So based on the research questions and objectives, we propose 5 hypotheses. The hypothesis 0 is environmental awareness does not have a large impact on individuals' willingness to use solar energy. The hypothesis 1 is the relationship between environmental awareness and individuals' willingness to use solar energy. We want to verify whether there is indeed a reciprocal relationship between the environmental awareness and people's willingness to use solar energy, and whether there is a positive collaboration between them. The next hypothesis is the level of knowledge of climate change has a positive collaboration with individuals' willingness to use the solar energy. The hypothesis 3 is installation costs have a negative and limiting effect on individuals' willingness to use solar energy. The hypothesis 4 is compared with environmental awareness, the knowledge of climate change, and cost factors. Environmental awareness has the strongest positive correlation with individuals' willingness to use solar energy. This study not only analyzes the three factors separately, but also combines them at one level for comparative analysis to discuss which factor has the greatest impact on people's willingness to use solar energy. So based on the above discussion, we propose the hypothesis for. The next slide is about the significance of the study. The study combines abstract factors and practical factors together. Environmental awareness, climate change knowledge, and installation cost component each other. And combining these factors can more truly reflect people's real-life decisions and toward energy. The next perspective is it provide practical contribution to solar energy development, because this study compares the influence of three factors on solar energy adoption. Understanding individuals' decision-making factors can help governments take more purposeful measures to promote solar energy. Now let's talk about the literature wheel. In the part of literature wheel, the most consistent finding across literature is a positive link between environmental awareness and the willingness to adapt to solar energy. The studies show that the more aware people suffer environmental issues, the more likely they are considered to solar power. Recent findings highlight three critical areas to drive public support. Environmental performance and reliability play an important role in sustainability, and the use of sustainable technology methods helps provide transparency regarding energy benefits, which these benefits are clear and easy to understand. It significantly boosts a person's intention to adapt energy. However, there are many limitations in the research. Firstly, the definition of environmental awareness is often inconsistent, making it hard to compare studies. Second, the relationship is not absolute. It depends on the context. For example, high costs can overshadow someone's environmental concerns. Social norms also play a role, either boosting or hindering the influence of awareness. Finally, theories are often applied in a fragmented way, lacking an unified approach. These limitations lead to clear gaps in literature. There is a significant lack of data from Southeast Asia, a region with high solar potential. Additionally, research often tests environmental awareness as a single concept, ignoring its different dimensions. Finally, local studies haven't fully integrated these factors into a comprehensive model. This leaves policymakers without the local evidence they need. So the proposed study aimed to fill this gap by conducting a quantitative investigation in Southeast Asia. In conclusion, environmental awareness is a proven driver of solar adoption and depends heavily on the context. There is a clear need for more research in and In conclusion, environmental awareness is a proven driver of solar adoption and depends heavily on context. There is a clear need for more research in underrepresented regions like Southeast Asia using more integrated models. This study aims to address this need, providing policymakers with the evidence to create more effective solar energy policies. Next, let's move into the methodology part. First, let's look at the research design. This study employs a quantitative correlation research design combined with a cross-sectional survey methods. Our goal is not to control or manipulate anything but objectively observe and measure the relationships between several key variables. We focus on four core variables: environmental awareness, climate change knowledge, preserve the installation cost and the willingness to use solar energy. This design allows us to efficiently collect data from a large sample at a single point in time, making it ideal for testing our hypothesis and comparing the impact of the factors on usage intention. This approach aligns with general paradigm of social science research on individual attitudes and behaviors, providing a solid foundation for us to uncover the covariation between variables. So the next is about participants and sampling. Next, our target population consists of adult residents aged 18 to 65 in urban and semi-urban areas. To ensure representativeness of our sample, we adapt a hybrid strategy combining convenience sampling and certified sampling, striving to cover diverse groups across multiple dimensions such as age, gender, education level, and household income. The determination of sample size is based on rigorous statistical calculations following the general standards of social science research and use Cochrane's alpha formula. We calculated our minimum valid sample size is 384. Considering potential invalid or lost questionnaire, we plan to distribute a total of 450 questionnaires to ensure we obtain enough valid response for analysis. The third section is about research instruments. We use a structured self-administered questionnaire for data collection, varied in both online and paper versions to facilitate participation from different groups. The design of questionnaire is crucial. It includes 5 sections, and all items are based on established scales and have undergone strict reliability and validity testing. For example, the scales we use for environmental awareness and climate change knowledge have an internal consistent reliability, or Cochrane's alpha coefficient above 0.75, indicating that our measurement tools are reliable for self-development. Cost perception scale we also verified its validity through a pre-survey. Furthermore, we will conduct a pre-survey with 30 participants to ensure the questionnaire items are clear and easy to understand. The next one is covers data collection producers and ethical considerations. Our entire collection process will last 6 weeks using a combination of online platforms and online community distribution. This process is divided into 4 clear steps: preparation, distribution, collection, and processing, ensuring each stage is well organized. Throughout the research process, we highly value ethical standards. We commit to all participants' information, strictly adhering the principle and ensuring data is used for this research. At the same time, we analyze the principle of voluntary participation, and each respondent has the right to withdraw from the study at any time without any with any repercussion. These measures aim to protect the rights of participants and ensure the ethics and the credibility of the research. Finally, we came to the data analysis section. We use the principal statistics software SPSS to process and analyze the collected data. The analyze process is divided into 3 levels. First, we'll use descriptive statistics to summarize the base characters of the sample. Second, we'll confirm the reliability of our scales again through reliability analysis. Most importantly, we'll apply inferential statistics, including Pearson correlations and multiple linear regression, to test our research hypothesis, identify the key factors influence solar energy usage intention, and compare their degree of impact. The significance level for all statistical tests will be set at p less than 0.05 to ensure the scientific validity of our conclusion. So this is about research overview and methodology. This quantitative study using a cross-sectional survey design, we use a reliable questionnaire, analyze data by SPSS, including correlation and multiple regression. The timeline is we plan complete the whole proposal in 13 weeks. In week 1, we choose the topic and build the framework. Week 2, we finish literature review and find research gaps. Week 3, we confirm the research design and questionnaire. Week 4 to 5, we design participants and calculate the same sample. Calculate the sample size. Week 6 to 7, we get ethical approval and collect data. Week 8, we analyze data and test a hypothesis. Week 9 to 10, we write results and discussion. With week 11 to 12, we integrate the full proposal and check formats. Week 30, we revise and submit the final work. Finally, is about the study summary. The study exposed individual level factors that influence solar energy willingness. Most past research focused on policy and technology, but few focus on personal attitudes. Our study fills this gap, especially in Southeast Asia. This result will help us understand which factor is the most important. We expect environmental awareness has the strongest positive effect. The findings support the government and the communities to promote solar energy more effectively and support sustainable development. That's all for our group presentation. Thank you for your watching.